Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as...
From what little I saw...
I suppose I should have expected. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation there are two: the realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, and yet the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends... In short, if Storm does not stand...
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those... Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle. And I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course. But the old goat... You don't mind...
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person... I'll leave for Randalar. Would you send a stoat?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital.
Excellent.
No.
Well met. Many thanks. Farewell.
Do you see that too?
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right.
Faster!
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My Lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to write...
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't...
Certainly not the words I expected from an out. You are, no, I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. We will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen.
I'm flattered. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an...
Of a different kind, but...
I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my...
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince...
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to...
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? I can't...
Fully cognizant of the risks, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others, yet It seemed only right to inform you of this, for as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his...
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him, Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the... If aught ill befell...
Right.
You are much. Go then, with my hopes.
Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was that...
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. If it's the vineyard, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said just...
You know that's not...
Then what are you? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced... Who's to say you couldn't convince the entire...
A stirring... I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat.
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of cursebreakers to...
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from...
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
We may be bruised, we may be back.
Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed...
Of course he has.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as they will await your return there.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain...
One of your
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his.
Another outlaw? Just the thing we need to put these rotten... Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you...
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't... The 7 high houses, they have all agreed to make the most... Oh, of course, it did take a little, but luckily I had some
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward, Rockford, from a horde...
It was more of a hand...
Well, the old battle-axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit. Now, I must join us there at your earliest convenience.
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still over?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to... That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any... They'll be dead even before...
Perhaps I might suggest, though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside. But I'm sure that you wish to continue. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no... Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond.
Us?
I can't stand them.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the...
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep?
Criminal? How? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this...
Upstanding.
Once more unto the...
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to... We wish simply to bring stability to the realm, and to do that we must convince those in power, the general. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some... If we show them the path, show them that the fate of the world lies in my nephew, but the well-being of her people lies in ours.
Uncle Byron.
Now, with that settled, for what great moment in history hasn't been a... Citizens of Valisthea! Well, my boy.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. I want you to keep this signed accord.
I will.
This be Nickelberg.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call? No, to be honest, I wasn't sure I'd...
Is that so?
What are you doing here?
It is my home. The others,
You keep saying that.
they came here to perform the rite. This village is their altar, where They shall cast their shoals upon the gentle waters.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord.
Let us be free us from the torment.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me...
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes.
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right, and you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less...
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But you have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord, with a fervor praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might do their duty to their Lord.
You do understand what they're...
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the Forgive me, my lord. But I must... Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what. An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now? We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, I am glad to...
I met with your third chair, Cyril.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickleba.
If you could not save him.
The villagers, they were. But they prayed to their god that they might be unburdened. Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself, even knowing that life...
Then he perished defending liberty. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose.
Sid would agree.
A noble ambition. To die for one's... It matters not how misguided others, only that the decision... We live according to the teachings of our order. For better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that what he did was wrong.
I believe we of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the They died serving my house. That is my duty.
Of course, I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs. My lord, it has the greatest honor of my life to... Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. And were they here, I have no doubt but that...
Here, take a look at my wares. Go safely.
I have some things for sale. Go safely now.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Can you believe we were going to make him?
I think we'd better shut up shop.
Who can say what Lubor was plotting?
Good day, my lord. An excellent choice. Here you are. My thanks. Here you are. An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom.
Bastard's been lying to us for us.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. You're really going to go through with this, then? I am. But before I go, if it's within my power to help you... It's the children. I refuse to let them share it, and if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway. Of course. Thank you, Clive.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. There's no... Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the... Well, what do you...
Yes, my lord.
Clive, the children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate... Understood. I'll do what I can to convince everyone else.
have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. But if there is any chance that this...
There isn't. You can now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Furder.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akash. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can... A bloody fool! Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support, but I can. You only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for...
Victor?
I couldn't abandon her, and Lubor is in need at this very moment.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go, bearer!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go. Just go.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming. Go.
Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well? Does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going! And you act like he doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine.
Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile main host, is most likely still there. And Dalamil will not...
A little gardening.
I doubt it. I have a feeling...
Luckily so.
So you are? All right then. Now it's simple.
Looks like everyone's ready.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
leave a single one alive.
Give me thunder!
The League is I should get back to Dalamil and...
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't...
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back, and we need not fear the arrival of victory.
We bloody... Lubor, after all you have done for this town...
But we did. We only hope that...
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would...
You do remember...
We do. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers...
I see. But I will...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to... If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership... Unity is the key to defending Dalamil. When that time comes, I will
Of course.
And you will accept that if I am the mistreatment of bearers, any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same. They will not be judged by what...
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And...
Conditioning? Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. How fickle. Not so long ago I had resigned myself, and now, here.
Lubo.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of you. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as... I'll make sure they're safe.
I don't doubt that you were, and not just the children.
Can't have all your hard work.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal...
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally... My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now. I wish to be deployed to Ash.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk that. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage, or rather... It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to... We were tortured until we feared no pain, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the law.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child... Sid.
You were a good friend, Herman, but the fact remains that Ash is
Sid, please.
Too dangerous for you. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the rest.
You will?
I won't let you risk your...
I don't know.
You can start by telling me where I'll find...
Vida Grace. Hidden in...
All right.
May the Mothers guide.
Dogs. Specimen of these two. There's no turning back.
Finished.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
Faster!
do, girl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here. Disposed of. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry. So many names. This place was a slum. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
I hear that you trapped. Did you by any chance recover?
I did.
If the bearer... The director was a brutal man.
The registry was all I found beneath it. There was no sign of a body. Or any...
I pray that at least all their names are here. My friends. I can still remember their fate. Children who were taken from their... No explanation ever.
They'd be happy to know that you survived.
But why did I make it out alive?
It's not your fault. See that their names live on.
I'm going to write a book. And all of Valisthea, and in the name of those I lost.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all the...
What do you think happened to Miss Middle?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions.
No. Well, yes.
It's Miss Middle. She's very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crap.
In the cloud.
That's what I said. In the cloud.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middledol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise...
But who's gonna put Miss Middledol back together?
Why don't I go and see?
You do that. She's in her...
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the warning.
Has Middledol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Mid, if you...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea, but what if she weren't bound to the waves? It's not fair, the gods get the skies all to themselves, so the Fallen had their chance. But they relied too much on magic, but not me. Well, almost. First hand.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise, but if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like the... Then I'll need some bone, or shell, light.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers...
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carava, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind. It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This is no time to ride. This should be enough.
What are you after? Much obliged. Is that everything? Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. Fare thee well.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? Looks like we found him. better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype. Mid?
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went under cogwheel. Just a gear's that smaller a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scare, now that I think about it, they didn't use it.
The young'uns? But why would the... I'll keep working on the model. You go and...
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her...
A new invention? What is it, an airship?
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something, a brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh, the one you...
We saved it, just in case.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then all the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear?
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid...
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied. Well?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect!
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog, well... That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need... Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns.
I'm sure you do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come again. I may have more for you.
You all right?
Something troubling you?
No more. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now.
Is there anything I can do to... All right, then.
A good luck charm. But not just...
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen...
Only the big day is fast approaching.
That, or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking...
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through. I think I might make that my first port of call.
You're a good friend, Clive.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though there was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows?
We'll see.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this...
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching...
I'm looking for a silver choc...
If that's the case, no one has seen a silver... Word is, they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not...
You're probably right.
Got a few rooms going spare now. You want a bed for the night?
Can I help you with...
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers?
I deal in fur if it's fancies you're after.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rien and Tride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here... Come on. For a change.
Care.
More tracks. The chocobo was here. And... I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. Just borrowing a... Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change them.
It was no trouble at all.
Still. Clive,
how'd you get on?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals, they're in there.
It's a long...
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'll find a new home, after all. That's what it... Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick, and now all that's left is to fix...
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife, and that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. what did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit.
Don't speak too soon, right?
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to...
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
How are you feeling?
Well, is...
Wrong? No.
Go on. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's a good luck charm. We made... I mean, a baby. Oh, I hope...
I thank you,
If there's anything you need,
I will.
Fancy a swift off.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too. I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. Clive?
what is it?
Thanks.
I know.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next?
Say what you will, Lady Karen Sears.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you?
Not nearly as much as you have.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10...
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Where to then, Torgal? All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? for never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home. Sorry for the wait.
Who drove His Highness to madness on your knees.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Only your death will serve.
Rammies. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Run like the wind.
No mistakes.
Caution, brother.
Just the one of you, eh? No holding back.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. Here you are. All done?
Something tells me this is no mirrored.
There's something about... out here. Like it's...
Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking.
Thank you, Clive, but tracking it down will not...
Please. You have always... It's only right that I return the favor.
You are too kind. Alas,
What I ask of you, I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another... But perhaps it...
If you say so.
Forgive me, but this book, it set me on the path to becoming...
Clive, my boy.
Harpocrates. I've been charged with locating a book called...
And you seek a rare gem, one whose name I had not thought...
Right as always, but she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade. Clive, if the young... I fear she asks the impossible.
The Executors?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technology. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become wide, or so rumor has it. I've never...
How is it that I haven't heard of this organ?
Why? Secrecy is the exact... They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not
by the hand of the Executor.
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities.
Then my hunt was doomed from the... What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the Executors are rife, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library.
Very well. I'll be sure to pay Garnick. This might take a while. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks? His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it, or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents...
Then I'll have to politely I won't let you erase.
Then we find ourselves at an... Very well.
Let's see, shall we?
Impressive. But we have other means.
Why do you want it so?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted... Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't? Your sword may be sharp, so let me answer. There is no correct... That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. It is a question of number. If enough people believe that a set of...
So you're trying to control that?
We are trying to protect people from knowledge that would bring them... That is all. You may keep the book. For the world is small. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Vivian, I found it.
Even though I asked this of you, I fear the executors had...
I met with one of them and I convinced him to let me. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of... And that if enough people believe a lie...
It does, but it also means that the truth is not immutable. That provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that, as the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to...
It did. Oh, she was a heretic, you see. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. She taught me that my solitude was not... And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly? I'm not entirely sure anymore. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather... But the more I study, the more I find value. So if you'll permit me, remember, Clive, when give the men and women of this benighted world
I'll try, Vivi.